Hey everybody, it's Monday. Happy Monday. I'm glad to see you all. The sun came out. I give you all a little weather report each time we come on the air. But hopefully it's supposed to get 70 degrees here in Maryland, and thank goodness, because oh my gosh, it was it was cold, it was dreary, it was damp, and now it seems as though maybe spring will hit, and then guess what? The time will change. Woohoo! I'm so glad that the time will change. There's going to be more light. Now, I know some of you all like that dark stuff, but I appreciate having more light in the day. I've got to tell you, I have been so in a mood of gratitude this week because there have been things that have been happening with the forum in general that have allowed me to tell some good news. So we have all our sponsors in place, and that's great because now, drum roll. You like how I did that? I can't do it again. But we are offering to all the students who step up, we're offering them free entry. Okay. It's going to be free for the students. So you students out there who have paid, look out. We're going to refund you because we've had tremendous support in our community, tremendous support nationwide, and our sponsorship is just, we're forever grateful. So to Fulton Bank, Merrill Lynch, Walmart, Toyota, the Murthy Nyack Foundation. I appreciate all of you who are just giving to help students attend our forum. And so, you know, it's just a blessing, and I'm ecstatic. There's not words that can express how I feel about this, but it's an opportunity for students to know more about internships, scholarships, and apprenticeships. They get connected to people who may give them jobs at the end of the road or give them advice, career advice for advancing and moving their careers forward, or if they're looking for mentorship, this is a place to come for your mentorship. And so I am just totally appreciative of all the people who have participated in the forum, given to the forum in ways that we can't always say thank you in the way that we would like to say thank you, but I'm just going to go down the quick list and say, thank you to the Comptroller's Office for pitching in, Fulton Bank, Lindustry, Broadmead, Department DWDAL of the Department of Labor, M&T Bank, again, Merrill Lynch, Exelon, Toyota, Walden University stepped up in a big way. Aligned Staffing, Express Pros, New York Life, Infotrend, I said Walmart, the Associated Black Charities came into play, Department of Commerce, Department of Housing and Community Development, and individuals who probably don't want to be named right here, but are not, who have given anonymously, Green Spring Associates, Little Lives, PPE, and Empower. And we all want to just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I'm just taking this Monday for a moment of gratitude to all of those who have participated to help us to keep the Women's Leadership Forum going on for its fourth year. And for those of you who don't know what the Women's Leadership Forum is, the Women's Leadership Forum takes place March 18th through the 20th, and we will be virtual this year. We're on a platform called Hop In, and that allows you to hop in and hop out. And we want you to stay in, okay? But if you have to take a break or you're at work and you only want to see certain sections of what it is that we're delivering, you have the freedom to do so, because we're going to make sure that you understand our agenda and that you choose the things that are most important to you, because we have a ton of things that are going to be available to you. And so we believe that you should have a choice. We have 3 days chock full of choices. And across the bottom of your screen, you will see our website, right? I got fancy on everybody. I got a ticker going across the bottom, right? The ticker says that you can log on to our website, which is forwardwlf.org, or you can find us through our hashtag forwardwlf, and that will allow you to see where you can purchase tickets to the forum. If you just want to donate to the forum, this is what? Women's International Day, right? So I have to say, happy Women's International Day, not only to my guest, Tesha here, who I want her to go back and correct the spelling of her name here. If she can hear me.
You want me to correct my spelling?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna look at your name, and then
it's correct.
Oh, I've been spelling it wrong.
Oh no, it's correct. My mom my mom wanted to be different, so I had to be a little special.
All right. So anyway, I've been spelling it wrong, people. So she's correcting me. But that's okay. Iron sharpens iron. I'm good for that. And what I want to continue to say is that if you want to purchase a ticket, go out there and purchase a ticket. It's less than $50. If you want to sponsor somebody, we welcome the sponsorship of another woman going to the forum. And if you just want to donate because you feel like you want to donate on this Women's International Day, we will accept your donation. Again, you see the website down at the bottom of the page. Please feel free to go to the bottom of the page and go to the website. Now, I want to talk just a second today. Okay. It is yoga day. Yoga day. And that is beginner yoga, because I'm a beginner in yoga. And I appreciate my guests, who's the owner of Wellness After Dark. And that would be, now I've been saying the name wrong. It's Tia, right?
No, it's Tesha.
Wait a minute. Okay.
It's Tesha. Yeah.
Tesha Crockett.
Tesha Crockett Gibson.
So we got it. We're gonna move on. Okay. And she's the owner of Wellness After Dark, and she has many credentials, and among them she teaches yoga. And this month we are talking about our feet. And I asked her to talk today just a little bit about yoga and balance, because I know that one of the things that there's a couple things. When you go to the doctor's office as you get older, many young people don't experience this, but older people do. The doctor asks you about your balance, and also asks you, in some cases, have you fallen, or have you experienced a lack of balance? And that's because as we get older, sometimes our balance becomes an issue. And I know through my friends who take yoga that yoga has helped them with their balance. And so I just wanted to know if you had any words of wisdom or things that you wanted to pass along.
So as we practice today, we'll talk a lot about balance, but the big thing is really when you're thinking about yoga, there's two aspects to balance. So one's the physical, which is making you stronger, which is making you concentrate, which is strengthening those muscles. And the other one is emotional. So kind of creating that balance in life, creating a place where you have to slow down. So in the balancing moves we do today, we won't be moving through a flow. You'll be holding each position for a little bit longer. So really want to focus on slowing down and being in the moment.
Okay. And I can appreciate that today because it's been a fast pace, a fast pace that we're trying to process everybody's ticket. We're trying to make sure everything is going well with the forum. A lot is going on behind the scenes to get ready, and people might not understand it virtually, but in order to get everything up and running, there are over 75 people that are involved in trying to make sure that this production, because it is a production, goes on well. And so I can appreciate slowing it down a bit. So we're going to take the time. I'm going to get up out of my chair, adjust my camera, and then you're going to help me with slowing it down. Okay?
We're going to slow it down and take some balance.
I was going to say, if you wanted to talk during this time while I get myself ready, I appreciate it.
Okay. No worries. So the other two things, there's two main things that we're going to focus on today with balance. Of course, feet and posture are going to be the one big thing. But when you're thinking about holding balance, so whether it's an introductory pose or it's an advanced pose, the two big things are what we call asana, which is your breath. So really focusing on your breathing, because that's going to slow your body down and kind of your thinking down. But then also focusing on your drishti, which is your sight or your gaze. And the reason I say this is because anytime you're holding a position, regardless if you're a beginner or if you're an advanced yogi, it's really about the sight. So if you find a place to focus on in the room, so whether it's, your TV or the camera or a spot on the floor, whatever the case is, you are more likely to hold that position once you have it versus you looking all around, because then your balance is tied significantly to your eyesight. Okay. So the thing we're going to remember is really like our feet, our core. So when we're starting in these positions, I'm going to take my socks off. You guys don't have to, but sometimes it's easier if you have your socks off on a yoga mat. So we're going to just start with our feet shoulder width apart. And the way that I think about shoulder width apart, like most people know, like just kind of your hips down. If you don't know what your shoulder width apart is, you can actually put two fists beneath your toes, and that's about shoulder width apart. Okay. If not, it's really about where you feel comfortable. So we're going to start in a mountain pose. I think we did this a couple months ago, but really in your mountain pose is what we call Tadasana. You're really just making sure that all four corners of your feet of each foot are grounded into the earth. Okay. So making sure that your calves are strong, your quads are strong, your core is tight, and really making sure their shoulders are relaxed down your back. I know most people are like, this is not balancing because this is just me standing, but realistically, this is how we start with balancing, right? So really making sure your core is tight, your hips are adjusted in, and all four corners of your feet are in the ground, okay? So we can take a couple inhales here. We can bring our hands above our head and really just, again, relaxing your shoulders, making sure that core is tight, and really just focusing on like what I just told you before. So we're really focusing on the breathing here. So we're taking those really slow inhales through your nose and then out your mouth. And what I like to do is I like to start with just 4 inhales through your nose and then 4 exhales out your mouth. And as you continuously do that at your own pace, you'll feel that your body is starting to slow down. Anytime before I practice yoga, I like to see how my body feels, like what's tight. So today I will tell you I have like a really tight hip. My breathing is really relaxed because I took a walk after work. So, but is you're breathing deep or is your breathing shallow? So really focus right now on like 4 deep inhales through your nose, and then we're just exhaling out our mouth. You're gonna take 1 more inhale, kind of puff up your chest, and then you're gonna exhale. We're gonna blow it all the way out. You're gonna come all the way down. Now I know it's kind of hard. This is the first pose, so if you can touch your toes, that's great. Some people are probably extra flexible, can put their whole entire hands on the mat. If you cannot, you can put your hands on your shins, or you can put your hands on your thighs. Okay. So you're gonna just let your head hang heavy here. I think we've done this before. This is really just a ragdoll pose. to kind of get your body and your spine warmed up. And you're going to take an inhale. We're going to rise all the way back up. Again, really just focusing on that breath. And then you're going to take another exhale. You're just going to bend forward. And again, guys, remember, yoga is supposed to create length, but it's not supposed to be strain. It's not supposed to hurt. So you should not be in pain. You're going to inhale all the way back up. Bring your arms all the way back up. All right, so our first pose that we're going to really work on as far as balance, and I know you, again, all 4 feet are grounded. We're going to open up just like we did last month. You guys are going to open up to your right side. Your hips are going to stay forward, but we're really trying to open up and do a little bit of a twist here, kind of getting that back warmed up. You're going to be here for a couple of seconds, really just focusing on that twist. And then you guys are coming back to mountain pose. So you're going to inhale back to mountain pose. And then you guys are going to twist to the left. And I'm just going to walk up and check on Miss Colette, make sure she's doing it correctly. So try to bring your hips a little bit more toward the camera, Colette, because you really want to focus on like twisting. Yeah, it's a little bit more. So don't go with, the objective is really having your hips forward and then turning. If you can't turn this far, you can turn this far, but we really want your hips forward. And the more flexible you become over time, the more you'll be able to turn.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you guys are going to come back up to the front, and we're going to bring the hands down to the side. All right, so then our next, I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see me. Our next move is really what we call chair pose. So for chair pose, you can have your feet shoulder width apart if you'd like. You can bring your toes to touch if you'd like, but we're going to sit down in a chair. So an imaginary chair. For some of us, it's going to be a really deep squat, and you're going to sit down super far. For others of us, depending on how your body's feeling today, it might be here. I've also seen people sit super low, almost like they're sitting on the couch. So we're really just focusing on sitting here now.
Ooh,
once you've sat down, I know, but once you've sat down, the objective and the thing we're talking about the most today is making sure those feet are grounded, right? And at some point in time, as you work on your balance, you should be able to pick your toes up off the ground. Now, that doesn't mean you'll be able to do it today, but at some point in time, you should be able to pick them up off the ground.
I'm trying to sit in the chair.
Again, just feel what your body's feeling today. So we're going to take one more inhale, and we're going to exhale, raise up. Right, so that's working your quads, that's working your glutes, that's working your feet, it's working all of those muscles. All right, so we're going to take an inhale. We're going to take out those legs. Bring your hands up to the mountain pose.
Yeah.
We're going to do an exhale. Forward folds.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
And then we're going to do an inhale all the way back up. And then you guys are going to bring your hands to your side. So this is one of the, we're going to do a tree pose. This is one of the most challenging or the easiest pose you can do. So it really depends. There's so many different variations that you can do to it. What you're going to do is you're going to bring the heel of your foot. So we're going to ground that left foot into the mat. So again, all 4 corners of that left foot need to be in the mat. Okay. You're going to bring the sole of your feet to either your calf or to your thigh. Now, for some people, it's probably easier to bring it to their thigh. Again, my hip's hurting today, so we will not be bringing this to the thigh. The only place you want to make sure that you're not bringing it to is your knee, okay? So above, below the knee, whichever's fine. You can also just toe stand it on the ground, right? So even if I have my toe on the ground right now, if you can see me, I'm still kind of I'm wobbling a little bit, right? So it's still working on balance. As you get stronger, you will be able to find which one works best for you. So there's a couple variations. We're going to stay here, but a couple variations you can have. If this is enough for you, we will stay here. If you want to grow your branches like a tree, you can do that as well. Okay? And we're going to be here for a good 3 breaths. If you fall out,
I feel like I just have sticks, but go ahead.
You said you just got 6?
Yeah. See, you made me laugh.
Which is
My
okay.
toe is digging into the carpet.
That goes back to what we were talking about earlier, as far as like really having the drishti, which is your gaze. So find something that you see in front of you that you can focus on for 3 breaths. So we're going to take an inhale here and an exhale. And then one more inhale, hold tight. And then you're going to exhale and bring your foot back down. Are you there? But here's the thing. If you fall out, you just get back in. That's the whole joy of yoga. You fall, you just get back in. It's the whole part of life, guys. All right, let's take that leg out. Oh, no. All right, we're going to inhale and slowly exhale all the way down again, kind of just resetting your body. And then you guys are going to take an inhale and rise up. And you're going to bring those hands to the side. We're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So this time, you are making sure that your right foot is grounded all 4 corners before you even lift that foot up. You have a couple options. You can do, again, just toe standing. You can do your calf, or you can do your knee. You can leave your hands here. You can bring your hands straight up, or you can kind of grow your branches. But again, we're focusing on breath here. And we're focusing on making sure our feet are grounded, and we're focusing on a gaze. The other thing that you'll notice is that both sides of your body are different, right? So maybe the right side is stronger, maybe the left side is stronger. What I've learned is that the stronger the side is, the less flexible it is, right? So whatever side is stronger, usually is less flexible. So you guys are here for one more breath, and let's bring that foot down. You didn't fall all that time though, so that means that's your stronger side. You didn't fall at all.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna take an inhale. Work on it. You do. And then we're gonna exhale, forward fold. You guys have one last pose we're gonna work on.
Okay.
And then you guys are gonna come straight up. You're gonna bring your arms to the side. So this pose is called dancer's pose. And depending on how flexible you are, it could be your favorite pose, it could be your non-favorite pose. Again, it also depends on your bodies. So remember I told you guys, my hip hurts today, so we're gonna see how this works out. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your right hand out, almost like you were serving a tray or serving a tray at a restaurant. Okay, so your arm should be at a 90-degree angle. And I'm just gonna turn this way so you guys can see me.
Okay.
You're going to bring your right foot behind you, and you're going to try to grab the inside of your foot.
What?
So you're just going to try to grab the inside of your foot. Let me take a look at you. Yep. Now that you have but now that you have the inside of your foot, again, let's really focus on grounding that left foot into the ground. So all 4 corners, as much as you can do. Now, once you have your foot in your hand, you can stay right here, and this is dancers. Okay? There are a couple different options that we can always do. But you can stay right here, and this is dancers, and that's great. You can also extend your arm right here if you would like. And if you would like to get super fancy, or you think that you're super flexible today, and again, it's based on the day, you can kick your arm out and kick it above your head. But remember, this is dancers, so we can stay right here.
Yeah, I got to work on that.
It's all about balance. It's also about how you feel today. All right, so we have to do whatever you do to one side, we got to do the other side really quick. So bring that foot down. We're going to take an inhale, and then you're going to exhale all the way down. We're going to slowly rise up. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So again, we're grounding. We're going to ground that right foot. You're going to bring your arm out like you're serving a tray. You're going to bring your left foot up and grab the inside. And this right here is dancers. We're perfectly fine right here. If this is where you want to stay, this is exactly where you stay. As you progress, you are more than welcome to bring your arm out front or you can kick a little higher if you like and extend a little further. But remember, this is dancers. Remember really to focus on your breath and to focus on your dristi, which is your sight. All right.
I was
How you
almost
doing
there.
How you
I
doing
was
there?
almost
Okay.
there.
All right.
I was almost
So we're just
there.
gonna do one more. We'll do one more reset and then we'll be done. So
Okay.
you know what we did? We did mountain pose, we did chair pose, we did tree, and then we did dancers.
Okay.
All right. So let's do one more inhale. We're gonna sit back into another chair for 3 breaths, and that'll end our practice. So again,
Okay.
you're bringing your arms can be up. If you have shoulder problems, you're more than welcome to bring your arms down. You can also just bring your hands to the side, whatever's best for you. Your feet are really where, while your quads are working here, your feet are the main focus here. Okay, so again, making sure that you're driving those corners of your feet into the mat and just sitting as low as you possibly can. All right, and we're here for one more inhale. And then we're exhaling. I heard that exhale, Colette.
I know, it sounded like the wind, didn't it?
One more inhale. That's okay. And then you're going to exhale all the way down.
Whew.
And then you guys are going to slowly rise up and just bring your hands to heart center. So again, remember, we are focusing on, anytime you're focusing on balance, it still also always has to do with the feet, the breath, and the sight. Okay? So I thank you guys for participating with me. Are you okay, Colette? How'd you do?
I think I survived. I survived. I survived. Tesha Crockett. Woo, Lord. You know what? It doesn't look hard, but it takes a lot to get the coordination together.
Yeah.
Right? It takes a lot to get the coordination together. And it does allow you to stop and focus on focus on the exercise itself. I guess I was trying to think of the comparison to cardio, where cardio can be, I don't want to say mindless, but once you're in a rhythm, you're not thinking about it. But here you really have to think about all the components to what it is that you're doing in order to keep your balance. You said don't call it balance, but in order to keep everything together.
No, you can call it balance. I feel like sometimes people get like intimidated by the word balance. So I'm trying to like not focus on that so much, but I really think it's about like grounding, like you said, like slowing down. And if you do any other type of workout, like I run and I do other workouts, and you're right, sometimes they can become mindless after you've been doing them for so long. But in yoga, you always have to be present, and I think that's the thing that's the calming and the relaxing part about it, and the thing that makes you slow down and be in the moment, because you always have to be present about like what part of your body's moving.
So Tesha, one of the things that we haven't said here is like, where do people find you? Where do people, if they're interested in contacting you, where do they find you?
So you can find me. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Wellness After Dark. You can also check out my website. I have some classes and some courses that I've been working on that hopefully I will be able to launch in the spring. And I hope, Colette, I really do hope the spring is coming very soon. I was super excited that the sun was out. So.
Yes. Somebody said 70-degree weather. I'm like, I'm so ready for it.
Yeah. So maybe next month or the month after we can do one of these like outside. We could have a little nature with us as well, but we'll see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But they can find me at Wellness After Dark. And it's wellnessafterdark.com. That's my website. Or like I said, you guys can follow me on Instagram or Facebook.
Okay. Well, I thank you. Today I was going to give everybody a little bit of break because I've been talking about the Women's Leadership Forum like I'm a used car salesperson. But I will tell you the payoff is big. And so I'm hoping everybody will not only follow us, But come to the forum and get all that they need. I saw Tesha where you registered, and I'm encouraging everybody else to come on in and register because there's a seat at our table for all of you. I want to wish all of the women out here once again happy Women's International Day. Thumbs up always, just like Tesha straightened me out about her name. Always be willing to have somebody straighten out your crown, and don't get upset about it because they're helping you out. They're helping you to advance and to move it forward. And so I want to thank everyone who's watching, whether you're watching today as we are live or whether you're watching through the streaming process. I want to thank you all. I also want to tell you what's coming up next. We have Fulton Bank coming on Wednesday. We have Fulton Bank coming on Wednesday, and we're going to talk about finances. Woo, Lord. Okay. Get your pencils, get your pen, because we have two women coming coming live to talk about budgeting and things that you need to know. And then guess what? On Friday, we're going to talk about relationships. Ooh, relationships. And that doesn't necessarily mean like boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. It also might mean relationships that you need to have on your job. Okay. So I want everybody to get ready to listen to the Andersons talk about relationships. And then we're back on Monday. It's another Exercise Monday, and we'll be talking. No, we'll be working out. Oh, Lord. We'll be working out before the forum. And we'll be doing another, what do you call that? Zumba. We'll be doing Zumba. This time I'm going to try to last through the Zumba class. Lord have mercy. Last through the Zumba class, and then we're on our way to the Women's Leadership Forum. So I'm going to ask you all to continue out there to be safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, remain socially distant, because guess what? I think those things are working. Okay. I think those things are working. And so I want you all to have a great week, and I hope to see you on Wednesday. Everybody be good, and let's wave them off, Tesha.
Bye, guys. Have a great Monday.
See you next time. All right. Thank you.